We're going to make a real easy casserole, but a delicious one. With potatoes, onions, bacon, cheese, and basil. And easy way to make it. A no-brainer. Just score the potato around like this. Drop it in the water. When the potatoes are done, all we're going to do is dice them up in chunks. Add the rest of the ingredients, a little cheese, and the job is done. How simple is that? The only thing, this just makes it easy to peel later. Instead of taking the potatoes, dicing them up, trying to cook them another way, maybe roasting them in the oven, in the casserole, everything, this is much simpler. And that's what cooking is all about. Sometimes. So here, put some salt in there, sea salt, and taste the water. It just tastes a little bit salty because you want the potatoes to have the flavor inside, not just on the outside. Everything that you cook has to be seasoned separately. And I'm using this to test the potato later. If it goes in and out easy, potatoes done. Okay? Boil them, then we'll go to the next step. And while the potatoes are cooking, type of julienne of onions, the garlic in slices, so when I bite into this little casserole I get a chunk of garlic in my mouth. I like that. Instead of chopping it up fine, if you don't like it, chop it up fine. Bacon, that's about 2 ounces, 2 slices. So we're going to saute this with the garlic and the onion. So the process is simple. We saute this, we cook this. We set this off on the side. Potatoes are done. Cut the potatoes in chunks. Put the chunk potatoes back into the pot. Put this back into the potato. Fold in all of that beautiful fresh basil. Put it in a casserole dish. Sprinkle a little cheese over it. And just warm it. That's it. I'm not looking for any color on this dish. So we saute that. A little bit of sea salt. Remember, season everything that gets mixed together. Otherwise, you put something into something bland into something that's seasoned. Now the seasoned item becomes bland. A little pepper. Black pepper, more if you like more, it's all up to the individual. And the salt, it's also up to the individual, but always remember, you're cooking for other people. So if you're cooking for other people, try to season it a little bit. That's me, when I'm cooking for me, I don't use much salt at all. But if somebody else is going to eat the food that I'm making, it's going to have to be tasty. And it's a shame, but salt brings out the flavor of everything. Okay, so just saute that until the onions are translucent, and that's done. That is the amount of basil that I'm going to put into this dish, so you get an idea. It's in my hand like so. All of that basil. I'm going to chiffonade it, or you can chop it up. That means put the leaves together, fold them up, and then take the knife and just slice. I'll show you. So after you have washed the leaves, the basil, just place them flat like this together, and then take them and roll them up. And then just take your knife chiffonade. There you go. That's only part of it. I have more. So you see we're going to have a good amount in this dish. So that's all the basil. The basil's done. Onions are just about done. Potatoes are still boiling, they'll be done soon. The last actor in this play will be the Pecorino Romano cheese. Let's check the potatoes. No resistance. That's it, we're done. So now I'm going to take the potatoes. They're a little bit too hot to peel. So I'm going to put them in the refrigerator just for a half. Notice how the line, the skin is separated. You'll see what happens later when we try to peel them. Just going to put these in the refrigerator for about 15-20 minutes. They'll still be warm when I take them out, but I'll be able to handle them easier. Well, now the potatoes are done, and see where they're scored, so it just comes off very easily, the skin. So take the skin off from all the potatoes, and these are russet potatoes. They're not a watery potato, they're nice and dry, and that's what's good about this. So complete doing that, then we'll dice them, cut them up. Now, you can cut the potatoes on a board, or you can do it like this. So, twice like that, and this pan is on, and it's warm, and these are bite-sized pieces, somewhat. And what you want to do is just taste a piece of the potato anyway now, before it's mixed with anything, to see if you need to season it more, which we do. The reason why I'm cutting this into this pan, so whatever flavor's in the pan, the potatoes will pick up even more. But I won't put the basil in here. Actually, I could. Since we have plenty of room in the pan, this is the last potato to go in. And these russet potatoes are nice because they're mealy and they're dry. And I don't want a wet potato like red bliss potatoes, which are delicious. Oh, this is the last potato. But they're a little bit too moist for certain things. Okay, so that's everything. There's the basil. And then in a second, as soon as I wash my hands, I'm going to add more pepper. And like I said, the amount of pepper you add is up to you. Most people enjoy pepper. So put the pepper. And we're going to have to add more salt. Sea salt. And I won't add the cheese because if you add the cheese now, you'll lose some of the cheese in the pan. And I want the cheese to be and you put this in the oven only to warm it up. We're not looking to get any color. This dish is ready. If you like, you want a little more oily, we will add some virgin olive oil to this. Or you can keep it somewhat drier the way it is. That's it. As a matter of fact, it's not necessary to put this in the oven. What am I doing here? I'm tossing everything in a pan that has a moderate flame under it. And what is that doing? It's heating everything up. That looks good. So now, before you complete it again, taste it. See if the flavors are all over the piece of potato. A little bit more salt. Now I know the cheese has salt in it, but that's okay. Okay, that's it. Now we're going to take this warm mix, put it into the casserole dish. It's nice making a casserole when you don't have to put it in the oven. No sauce. The potatoes carry flavor. The onions add moisture to it. So does the bacon. And now we just put measure the cheese. No, I refuse to measure the cheese. We're just going to put the cheese, and this is also the same thing. More or less how much you like. This is Reggiano Parmigiano. That's it. Now just put it in the microwave for a second. Have it like this. Make it early during the day. Later on, just put it in the microwave and warm it up slightly. Or put it in a warm oven. We're not looking to brown it. We're just looking to eat this. Very good. Enjoy.